GingerGM.
Rock and roll. And let me write down a pawn now. Oh, I've got black as well. I don't know how good Espin is because his rating is what you start with. So Espin, we're playing now. Hello. Okay, so remember, you can move. What pawn am I going to say, guys? What pawn am I going to go for? Now, what you have to think which pawn you would go for. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Right. Now, anyone guess the pawn? Anyone guess the pawn? Anyone guess what pawn I've written down? I will put that somewhere safe. I'm not going to cheat anyway. Where's safe? I've always been told I should eat with a bib. Quite a cool look, yeah? Quite a cool look. Well, lots of you... Oh, look at you. So have a guess. All right. So what pawn do you think I'm going to try checkmate with? It's going to be interesting. Hello to Captain Bunratty. F pawn, of course. Remember, if my opponent... Is this unrated? I hope it's bloody unrated. Is it unrated? Does anyone know if this is unrated? If it's not unrated, it is. Phew. Okay. That's good. Right. Okay, let's play. So, my opponent... I don't know how strong my opponent is. Because this is like, you know, one of the first... He looks like he's playing good moves, which is worrying. Because to checkmate someone... Don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take Harry. Don't take Harry. Don't do it. Don't do it. If he takes Harry and I've written down... If he takes Harry and I've written down Harry the H pawn, then I have to resign. It actually seems that my opponent's a very good player, so let's not. I mean, this is so that would be really embarrassing. Maybe I'm double bluffing. Who knows? Who knows what is ever going on? Hello, Andy is Yoda. And oh, okay. So back we go. Yeah, my opponent's playing good moves, and my opponent is quick. So this is not very fair, is it? Don't take Harry. Don't take it. Don't do it. And I hope my opponent... By the way, if you do play me, it's probably a good idea to mute what I'm talking about, you know? So that is probably a good idea. Okay, so I'm kind of just sitting here and waiting. You didn't pick Harry, did you? He was too obvious. Well, I don't know, Jerry. Maybe I did. Who's going to get it right? Okay, so what are we going to do here? Now, I'm going to do something a little bit weird. Just trying to, you know, I'm actually down on time as well. And my opponent is playing very well. Now, I have to be honest. It's very hard to win at doing this. Unless, you know, why is my opponent playing good moves? Unless my opponent makes some mistakes. So, I'll keep doing this challenge until I'm successful. So, I could be here all day, basically. Right. But maybe my best bet is to try to win on time. Because it ain't going well on position, is it? It ain't going well on position. It ain't. Okay. Let's try going there just to see if we can complicate things. So has anyone guessed the right pawn? It looks like I might be losing a DVD here. But I'm not going down without a fight. Now, which way do I want to castle? This way, I think, yeah? Which way do I want to castle? This way. I kind of wanted to castle that way, but it seems a bit weak. So Neil reckons it's my F pawn that I've written down. Okay. Now let's just hope my opponent does not know the en passant rule. Don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take my E pawn. Don't take my E pawn. Could it be the E pawn? If he takes it and it's the E pawn, I resign. Don't take it. Don't take it. I mean, the other thing you have to do to win this one is you have to bluff. I think I've resigned once. I think I've managed to bluff more than I haven't. Lord Councillor saying, you look so enlightened right now with the background. It is a really cool background, isn't it? It is. Oh, he didn't take it. Phew. Good stuff. It is, but it's a very trippy background. Kind of background you can have, well, maybe I shouldn't. Okay, let's take that one. Okay, and don't take my G pawn. Oh, I'm saved again. I keep getting saved here. Right. Now, do we go here? I don't know. I'm trying to get my bishop around. What am I doing here, guys? This one? My opponent's playing very well, though, isn't he? He's playing very well. Now, I'm thinking of getting my knight to this square. And it's very blockaded. My opponent has played a very good game so far. So, and he's playing good chess. It's very, like I say, it's very hard to do. Oh no, is he going to take Harry? Don't take Harry. Don't do that. If it's Harry, I have to resign. Now you're on Tron. It's a lot of weird stuff going on, isn't there? A lot of weird stuff. Push the F pawn if you dare. Well, I have to say, if it's any of these pawns that I've written down, I'm completely mad because my opponent can take any of them. No! Don't go for that one. Stop doing things on that side of the board. Go back to the other side. Now I'm a little bit scared. But it's not the B pawn. It's not the B pawn. Whew. Okay. Now I'm getting a bit scared now. Is it the A pawn? Is it the A pawn? Okay, now my one idea is to try and do something over here. Let's see how this goes. If it's the A pawn and he takes it, wah, wah, wah. Okay, so I'm going to line up against this now. Maybe we can... But I can't checkmate unless I checkmate with a pawn. The one thing is, my opponent seems to be a very good player. My opponent is playing very well. And I'm not being, nasty, but this only works against sort of lower players who always blocked it all up. He's gone for the L blocker. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Right. Now, this is a bit of a maneuvering game. Don't take that. Definitely don't take that one. That is one pawn I want to keep safe. Okay, we'll make sure my opponent can't take that one because that'd be embarrassing. But he hasn't... Okay, only one pawn has left the board so far. So far I'm all right. But my opponent is playing good moves. He's getting all his pieces to the right square. I still think my main chance to win this is by winning on time. I don't want to give away DVDs for nothing, people. You got to earn your DVDs. Is it the A pawn? Is it the A pawn? Obviously, it's not the A pawn. I wouldn't have played that move, would I? What if I checkmate? If I checkmate, then I lose the bet. And I'm an idiot. Because I have to checkmate. I have to either win on time or checkmate with a pawn I've written down here. The C pawn. Everyone thinks it's the C pawn now. Well, if it's a C pawn, if my opponent is convinced it's a C pawn, he should take it straight away. Because if it is the C pawn, he takes it, I have to resign. Oh, right. So, I mean, it's very hard to get in this position, isn't it? I mean, what am I actually doing here? Do we try to move this one around? I'm trying to move everything to the queen side. Because it seems like the only open lines are on this area of the board. But as I've said before, my opponent is playing well. He hasn't blundered. He hasn't done anything wrong. But he might lose on time. This is like, okay, I'm going to get rid of that knight. That knight was heading for c6. And we don't want to allow that one, do we? So, what am I doing now? What are we doing with a drunken sailor? In we go. So I think I'm going to probably try to win this one on time. This looks like the best one. I'm playing Russian roulette with pawns. So Jerry is convinced it's the F pawn. Well, we may never find out, Jerry. He's got a pawn as well. He has got a pawn. He's actually out. The funny thing is, my opponent is actually outplaying me as well. So, it's kind of lucky that I might win this one on time because I'm certainly not going to win this one on position, am I? Okay, well, I have managed to win a pawn now. And I've got some ways in. So in we go. And my opponent is rather tragic on time here. A little bit tricky now for my opponent. And So let's see if we can win a pawn with check, which I think I can do. So I'm going to win a pawn with check. And my opponent loses on time. So what pawn did I write down, guys? Let's see. Did anyone get it right? Thank you for the game, by the way. Oak higher than new. You're obviously a bit higher than your rating. That was a tough game, and I had to win on time there. 65 moves. So we can only do nowadays virtual handshakes. Okay. So which pawn did people say? Hello to Aldo. Hope you're doing all right, mate. D, C, F, C. Pat says G. Well, let's have a look. Which pawn did I write down? The G pawn. The G pawn. So, that was a bit of a gamble, that one. It was a little bit of a gamble, because if we go back, I started pushing my G pawn, and I was like, I did actually say, don't take it, didn't I? But I said that with every pawn. Like, around here, I started pushing the G pawn, and I was thinking... And then later on, I was like, oh my God, my G pawn is getting taken. Especially around here, I was like, he's going to go G3, and then he's going to go H4, or he's going to sacrifice here. And I was like, oh no, and I'm going to have to resign. Around here, if my opponent had just taken there, I'd have resigned. But I think there's two ways of doing this. By the way, I'll just rub that out, just so you know I don't have many pawns written down. I mean, there's two ways of doing this. You either try to play a very good game of chess, or you just try to take as many pawns as you can, and you try to guess the right pawn. Remember, if you do beat me, you can get a £20 free DVD. Someone's got to beat me today. Okay, right, should we do that again? Let's do that again. So, guys, get your challenges in. Remember, if you want to give yourself a better chance... we'd do 5 minutes plus 2 seconds a move if you want. But I think that's the maximum we'd do. Yeah, I mean, I'd say just try to sack. Okay, you could do... so we can do 5 plus 5, whatever you want. But remember, you have to be a subscriber to my Twitch channel in order to have a chance. This is why it's called Subscriber Blitz. You have to be a subscriber. So let me know your names. Who have we got wanting to play me? Who did I play last time? I played Uki the No. Thank you for the game. So, who is... Okay, well, let's go for CJRB Beck from Battersea Chess Club, because his rating... I'm going to start the lower rated players for this challenge, 1330, and we'll do the same challenge again. And this one is just straight 5 minutes. So let me write down the pawn again. What is the potential bad news about the Foreign CL Online, Aldo? I don't follow any of that rubbish. So hang on, let me write down the what pawn I'm going for. Anyone guess the pawn? So last time I went for the G pawn. What pawn should I go for this time? Okay, I've written it down again. I can't guess, Aldo. What is it? That it's not going on? What's the bad news? I can't guess. I'll put my bib back on. Bad news for Simon only. What, gingers are not allowed to play? What's the bad news? What is the bad news, Aldo? Don't keep me in suspense, Aldo. Don't keep... It doesn't happen on chess.com. Oh, it happens on Lee Chess. Oh, okay. Well, I have to think about that. Oh, right. Where's my opponent gone? I was about to play him, and he disappeared. He disappeared. Where did you go to? Oh, look at that. I can make the paper move by swallowing. Who was I going to play? I was going to play, I think it's a Battersea player who subscribed earlier today. So he must have been, what was his name? Where's he gone? Where's my opponent gone? Okay, let's see if anyone else was playing. So all quite high-rated players, though, I've got here. So Harry Hole H Pawn, what's your handle? Let yourself be known on Twitch. Oh, there we are. CJRR Beck, you're back. Okay, we'll do it again. Let's go. So, all right, we're in. Well, why did that happen? Oh, come on, Why did that happen? Are we playing? No, we're not playing. What's going on? Let me just work out what's going on here. Why are we not playing? Okay, can you challenge me again, Beck, please, if it's all right? S-pin is Harry Hole H. Okay, well, I'll play you Harry Hole H for now. And let's go. Okay, because I don't know what's happened with the other challenge. Now, can I remember actually what pawn I wrote down? So, again, if you just come to the stream, I've got to checkmate my opponent with the pawn I've written down. If he takes that pawn, my opponent wins. Now, this one, my opponent's got a much better chance because the time limit is 5 minutes plus 3 seconds a move. So my opponent should not lose on time. And he's playing the Jabava London system. So interesting. Now, if it's the B pawn, I am very, very stupid. Very stupid. I'm a very stupid man. Let's go for a Dutch, shall we? But I can only checkmate with a pawn I've written down. So, which pawn have I written down this time, people? It's a pawn. But which one is it? Which one have I gone for? Anyone guess? It's A or B simple. That's what Aldo reckons. One of these two. Okay. Opponent wants to go here. So we better go knight there. Stop that one. Harry. Aldo says take twice on B5. My opponent here is trying to, again, he's going for the strategy of my last opponent, which is playing a sensible game, and he's not trying to take all my pawns off the board, which my last opponent tried to do. Okay, now I'm going to double my opponent's pawns. If it is my B pawn, I'm certainly in trouble. Captain Bumratty, you got it wrong last time. You said you're going to go for Derek, are you, Jerry? You reckon I've written down the D pawn? Chess roulette with GingerGM. That's what we're doing today, people. Chess roulette with the Ginger. Okay, so my opponent clearly wants to go there. And what was it? Can anyone remember the Napoleon quote from yesterday? You've narrowed it down to 1 of 8 plans. Oh, I was thinking if he goes there, I was going to go F4. So my opponent very cleverly saw that that's not possible. So we're going to have to go for another blocked position. But a blocked position is probably quite good for me, because I don't want my opponent to take a lot of my pawns, because my pawns are very precious. That's a very good plan. My opponent's played there. That's it, Lord Calcifer. Well done. If you see your enemy doing the wrong plan, let them do it, as Napoleon once said, apparently. If your opponent's doing a bad plan, let them do it. I was hoping he wouldn't play that move. And now I'm going to have to play something like this. Okay. Now, it's not my B pawn. If it's my B pawn, I would resign. But I've got a lot of these pawns over here are on pre. I think my safest pawn is Harry. No one is getting to Harry today. No one is getting near Harry. No one. You ain't getting near Harry today. Harry, 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 Harry. Okay, I need to get rid of this knight, I think. That knight is too strong. So I'm going to try and bring... Oh, if he goes here, I just go, okay, I'm not worried about that one, because I've got knight takes. And I do bag myself a pawn. I don't want to take this way. Or do I? If I take this way... Okay, let's take this way. It's quite risky because he might have some pawn break. But if I can ever get my bishop to this diagonal, just imagine how good that would be. So my plan is to go bishop f8, take that knight, go bishop b7, and not worry if he wins the right pawn. If he takes the right pawn... Oh, he's trying to get the queens off now. He's trying to swap the queens off. So I could go here. And I will go there, I think. Therefore I am. Let's do that. I don't want to swap the queens off, really. And if the problem is, even if I get my bishop to this square, I can't play queen takes g2. Because that would be checkmate. If I do that, it would be checkmate. And I can't checkmate my opponent, because I have to checkmate him with a pawn. Let's not forget the rules of engagement. Thank you, anyone who has subscribed today, and I miss your name out. So, Nicola, thank you for the subscription. Okay, let's try to get rid of this one anyway. That is a very annoying piece. Oh, I could have also maybe played bishop takes d4, but that would have run into some pin. Okay, so he's gone here. That is not a good move. But don't resign. One thing I will say about this, you're always... Oh, I forgot his queen was defending that one. One thing I will say about this is don't resign, because you're always going to have a chance, because I've got to checkmate you with a pawn. Now, I'm quite tempted to sack my queen here, but it's probably a load of shite, so I won't. I'm going to have to just play this move, and if it's my f-pawn, I'm in trouble as well, yeah? That's my f-pawn. So, okay. Now, so it's not my f-pawn, and it's not my b-pawn. Now, let's just remember, the pawn there is my e-pawn, yeah? Because that pawn started on the E file. So it's got to be the rank it starts on, obviously. So if he thinks it's the E pawn and he takes that one and it is the E pawn, then I have to resign. But my opponent is just trying to play good, sensible moves. And why not? Now, I am material up, so generally I think exchanging is perfectly okay. So I think I have everything covered. So I'm going to go rook here and try to make some exchanges. And the more pieces I get off the board, the less likely my opponent is going to be of taking the right pawn. Now, by the way, if you've guessed the right pawn twice in a row, you're doing really well. Do you understand? So I've written down a pawn here before the game started. Like one of my pawns. I've written down, is it on the A file, the B file, the C file? If my opponent at any point during this game takes the pawn I've written down, I resign, I lose the game, and my opponent wins a DVD worth £20. 1 in 16. Well, isn't it? No, I think it's a bit more than 1 in 16. Beam me up, Scotty, because you've got to do it. Isn't it at the and gate? Maybe I'm wrong. More, I would have thought war. Okay, right. So I'm going to now just keep everything nicely defended. So I'm defending everything along here. Nice and solid. Nice and solid. 1 in 64. That's what I was thinking. It's 8 times 8, isn't it? That's right. 8 times 8. Because it's an and. That's right, Jen. I'm with you on the calculation, Jen. 8 times 8. Because you've got to take in the possibility. Don't let me go into maths. I'm not going into maths today. I'm not, you know. Chess is hard enough without any maths as well. Okay. Jens thinks it's the Harry pawn. Aldo thinks I've written down the A pawn. Can I promote the candidate pawn? No, I can't promote it. If I write down a pawn on my thing, I can't promote it and then use that pawn to queen. It has to be the pawn that checkmates my opponent. That's the way it's going to work. Right, okay, so what is happening here? Now, do I start exchanging? Let's take this one off, but he can take with a pawn then, and that's a little bit annoying. So I'm going to just move this rook here because it puts a little bit more pressure on his knight in some situations. And even though the time limit in this game is, what is it? It's plus, you get 3 seconds each move. Is that right? I'm making it, look, I am making it as easy as I can to win a DVD today. But maybe it ain't easy enough. Right, okay, so how do I get rid of these 2 pieces? My opponent's got some weird-ass blockades, so I think I'm going to have to go bishop g7. I'm just worried about this one slightly. Takes and queen here. And the thing that I'm trying to do is slowly swap off the pieces. So I'm trying to make my opponent now do something with his rook. Now, it's okay. Aldo's not sure. Aldo, you can't have too many pawns. If you say it's the A pawn, you've got to stick with it. If it is the A pawn and my opponent goes knight takes A6, he wins the DVD. A Freudo. Okay, so we're getting the pieces off now. Now, if you go... Okay, so I'm happy, I think, with the exchanges. I realise he has a check here, which is a little bit annoying. His knight's quite good, so he's got a bit of compensation here. But it shouldn't be enough, really. But I still need to find a way... Okay, let's go to this square, because now I have my own tricks. But again, if it's the A-pawn and he takes it, I lose. Jackster is saying he's pretty sure it's the B-pawn or the G-pawn. You guys, you're guessing. You're guessing all over the shop, aren't you, today? Okay, now what about bishop here? Is that a good move? Well, I'd love to get my bishop on this diagonal, but this knight is so strong, isn't it? So, how do we do this? Let's try this one. But it's a weird position. Weird position. So if he takes here, I think I can take, queen b6 check, and then win his knight. But if he does take that one, Chris is saying Harry the h-pawn. Okay, so let's see if this works. So it's not the a-pawn. It is not the a-pawn. If it's the a... Okay, now my opponent is a piece and a pawn down. He has two chances here. Chance number one is if he gives his queen up for one of my pawns, he gets the right pawn. But I'm now getting the queens off and I'm happy. So, but can I checkmate him with the pawn I've written down here? Can I checkmate him with the pawn? This is the big question, yeah? So is it the B pawn? Is it the B pawn? I'm feeling quite confident now. I'm feeling a bit more confident now because my pawns are safe, I think. But I don't know how I'm going to checkmate him. So is it... Well, it's not the B pawn because obviously I've lost the B pawn. So anyone know what pawn it is yet? Anyone getting nearer? So some of you are saying G. Okay. Well, we will see. Now, this is the E pawn, remember? So I'm going to take that one with the E pawn. I've only got now left. That's my H pawn. That's my G pawn. Have you got it? G pawn, this one in blue. H pawn, the one further ahead. Okay? But I need to checkmate with the right pawn. And that is the hardest part. Oh, Wait a minute, what am I doing here? Okay, we're going to go check and slowly push his king away. This is what we're going to do. So I've only got 3 pawns left. Okay, so that is the G pawn. That's the H pawn. Have you got it? This is the G pawn there. The G pawn is now the F pawn. No, why are you resigning? Ah, the one thing I've said is don't resign. That is quite annoying that my opponent resigned. Because the whole point of this challenge is to checkmate with a pawn I've written down, you muppet. Sorry for calling you a muppet. But that's annoying because okay, so it ended up, that started on the H file, that started on the G file, that's the C pawn. So it's either C, G, or H. Okay, so Harry Hole H pawn, that is annoying. Okay, Espin forgot. It's easy to forget, I know. I'll let you off this time, Espin. But you've got to, the whole point of this challenge is to try and play until the end. Okay, we'll do it one more time. Then okay, well, maybe we'll try a different challenge. What pawn is it? G, 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 G. Well, it is, again, yes, the G pawn. There we go, the G pawn. The gangster pawn. It's the G pawn. Okay, so I didn't manage to do that with the pawn. Which is now here, but I think I would have been big favourite to manage to do it. What I would have done, I would have queened this pawn, and then try to get my opponent's king in like a position on one of these two squares, where the final move that I have to play to checkmate would be f2. So, for example, you know, this pawn moves there and gives checkmate. That would have been my plan. Okay, so the G pawn has done it twice in a row. Ta-da! Okay, right, what should we do next then? So who wants to play next? Let's play a bit quicker time limit now. We'll play a little bit quicker so we can try to get more of you who are, you know, registered to play. So I think I'm going to I'll try to do that tomorrow, Jerry, if you remind me. I've got to remind myself to do that, actually. Can you just send me an email, Jerry, again, to remind me to do it in the stream tomorrow? I'll send you some. I'll put something, because it's easier if I prepare them before the show. Because if I have to get them, find them, put them up, it takes a bit of a while. So, Jerry, if you can find them. Okay, so what challenge are we going to do next? Well, I'm going to try. Jen's Chess is a very good player. And we're going to play 5+2. Game aborted. Okay. Oh, he's going to play 3+2. So I think against Jen's Chess, what challenge should we do? Nothing too crazy, because Jen's, I always lose to Jen's anyway. I'm going to try to play 8 pawn moves in a row. If I can make it 10 pawn moves, great. But let's see if I can do 8 in a row. And if no one's won a DVD yet, remember, thank you for subscribing, Haspario. So I'm going to try to do 8 pawn moves. That's 1. Okay, that's 2 in a row. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, 3. And then Beck, CJRE Beck, I'll play you next. Do remind me. I'll play you next. Sorry, I did say I'll play you this game. Okay, that's 5. So I've got 3 more to play. 3 more pawn moves. And then I've done my little... Okay, that is 6. 2 more. And I've got to win the game as well, obviously. Sack your queen on his king. Well, that sounds like a hard one to do. One Nugme is saying, your background is brainwashing me. Yes. Okay, it's 7. It's brainwashing me as well. I'll probably only do it today because it's a little bit too psychedelic. Okay, and that is number 8. 8 pawn moves. Can we beat Jen's Chess, who's a very good player? Okay, well, now I've started pushing pawns. I'm quite enjoying myself, but I think I should develop some pieces as well. Let's attack this one. A little bit of pressure on that pawn. And I could push on, but I don't want to keep the position too close, so I'm going to capture. And I need to get my pieces in the game. I normally put my knight on this square in these sort of structures, because I always find the knight behind the pawns quite good. But to start with, let's get all my other pieces out. So I'm going to try to strike the center and get my last piece out. Now, I could also move it there. Maybe here's a bit more active because I threaten the pawn. I'm a little bit worried about him pushing on, but then I will have a good square for my knight on e4 because every pawn move makes a weakness. So if he goes pawn on, I will take it and then plonk the knight on e4. So Jens is defending it in a sensible manner. And now, do we try... Let's just try to play rook c1, put the rook on the open line. I'm just going to play logical, sensible moves. Logical, sensible moves. Okay, that's quite a funny challenge. An American FM recently opened e3, queen h5, queen f7, all his games to try and reach 2,000. Took him 8 hours. Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me with crazy challenges. That actually sounds like quite an awesome challenge, actually. But I'm not very good at bullet, so I don't think that would be very good at bullet. Maybe a good challenge would be to go knight f3, knight e5, knight takes f7. You know, try to sacrifice your knight on f7 in 3 moves and see. Oh, I like that challenge. I like that challenge. Shall we try to do that? I'm going to try to do that. The knight sack challenge. See if you can get to... Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of that. That's a cool idea, whoever did that. Nice idea. Okay, right. So what are we going to do now? Well, I'm thinking now I want to put my knight on c5. It's a nice square for the knight. It attacks this pawn and this bishop. And it also opens up my rook here. So we can go for that. Should we try that? Should we? Maybe I should do a speed run where I have to sacrifice my knight on f7. I think that is quite a cool idea. I'm liking this idea a lot, actually. Now, castling looks very risky, but you know what? Oh, his knight's then going to jump in, isn't it? But this is quite risky-ish anyway, yeah? This position. He's got a bit of pressure down here. Luckily, I can hold everything off for now with these 2 moves, just to keep everything defended. Everything defended. I haven't lost a DVD yet, so is anyone going to take a DVD down? Okay, so my opponent instead is just defending. I think he wants to put his bishop back there if I come in with a knight. But you know what? This looks still like a good move to play. Oh, he's moved the other bishop back. That surprises me. So I will grab that bishop because I kind of like my light squares now. I'm going to try to get my light square bishop to come to life because my opponent doesn't have a light square bishop. I don't really want to allow this one though. So I could castle, but it looks really risky to castle. Really risky. So I'm just going to go here. Is he going to play then d5? Am I going to fall for some tactics? Let's get the bishop out there first, just to see. To think about what I'm going to do next. Because this is the one problem I have. My f2 pawn. Is it the black lion course you can win? No, it's not the black lion course you can win. Because that's a chessboard, and I can't just give away like other DVDs of other companies. They might not be that happy, you know. It's a company that I run, you know, GingerGM, because I'm allowed to give away DVDs to GingerGM. So this is actually getting a bit dangerous now. I'm a little bit worried because if I go here, my opponent's clearly he's a good player, gonna play e4, and then he's gonna have this line against my knight. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to do something a little bit crafty. And that is this move I'm relying on. Now, I don't know if this works or not. But this is, you know, at least I'm threatening his queen. Because otherwise he's just going to just kill me on this square. And moving my knight to h5 allows him to take on d3. So I don't see any other move apart from queen to h5 here. I think I've lost so many. I've lost so many DVDs to Jen's chess. Now this is my threat, bishop e6, which he's allowed me to do. So I'm now feeling quite happy. My bishop is looking good. And I also have some pressure against g7. So I'm very happy with this position. I might be picking up the pawn on d3 as well. Now, does he not have some problems with the back rank? Let's find out. Let's give him a check. And the more exchanges I make, the simpler the position comes. And that kind of suits me. Because when you material up, you want to keep the position simple. You don't need to complicate. And this should just be a winning position now, really. I have got a chess base black line DVD. You're right, Aldo. I was just about aware of that one. But I'm not sending any out in the mail. I can't be, you know, at the moment. My local post office is even shut at the moment. Well, obviously, I say not even. It is shut. Most places are shut. So we're stuck inside playing chess at the moment, aren't we? Post office is shut, as Charlie is saying. So I can't send any out. Meaning that any DVDs will have to be digital download. Okay, so Jens is defending reasonably well here, but I still think this position is generally a matter of time, unless I blunder. So I'm now going to start trying to pick off his pawns. The first course I brought was... okay, now my king is coming in here as well. So he could get in a lot of trouble. Just don't lose your rook, Williams. I'm not sure where his knight's going. His knight is running out of places to go as well. And he is clearly lost here. So let's try to finish with checkmate. If I can bring the king in, maybe we can weave a checkmate net somehow. How do we weave a checkmate net here? Finish with a little bit. Oh, he's giving up his bishop. Okay, let's grab it. Now, I really want to... Oh, can we do this nicely somehow? Can we do this nicely without... Oh, losing on time? I can't see how to do it nicely, so I'm just going to have to do it normally. Oh, yes, this might be the job. This one might be the job. And then I want to go check. And I want to go check there. If he moves his king. Will he move his king? There we go. Thank you for the game, Jen's Chess. Thank you. Unlucky there. No DVD this time, Jens. But you know what? I think you've won a fair few in the past, old Jens. So yeah. What was the fuck challenge? What was not like you to swear, Jens? It's so difficult if you don't know the challenge. Oh, right, okay. So Jens didn't know what the challenge was. So I suppose best thing to do, you can listen. The challenge was there. I just had to play eight pawn moves in a row at the start of the game. Now, I'm going to play next up Battersea guy CJR Beck, 5 minute. And we'll make this one. Should we do another pawn challenge? Let's go back to a pawn challenge. GingerGM Week GM. Well, thank you for your very relevant addition to the chat in this time of trouble. It's nice to have such positivity coming from you, and we have to feel a bit sorry for chaps like this who can only go about with a bit of trolling. So I'm going to do the pawn challenge. Will I go for the G pawn again? Let's all do a little prayer for Tansy. You know, sad little individuals. They need a bit of enlightenment at the moment. These people are like, oh, I'm so lonely and sad. I'm gonna have to be nasty. Trolls need help. Let's give him a little bit of a pat on the back and say, hello, come on, cheer up. I'm sure your life is a bit shit, but it can get better. So let's pass some positivity through to him. Okay, which pawn shall I write down now? So I'm going to do the pawn challenge again, guys. Okay, I will write it down. Let's put it down. What pawn am I going for now, guys? Hope no one saw that. Which pawn is it? It can't be the G pawn again. I'll be mad to go G pawn third time in a row. So, if you take the right pawn that I've written down, I will resign, you win a DVD. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. As simple as that. Which pawn have I written down? Last time I'm doing this one. You were doing the G pawn 3 in a row. It's a mental trick. I would not even be brave enough to do the G pawn. Oh, everyone's going G pawn. Everyone is saying G pawn. Gary, because you're mad. Oh dear, is he trying to... Okay. It can't be the G pawn again. Calm down. If it's the E pawn, I'm in trouble. Now, let's keep the queens on. So I hope my opponent knows that not to resign. So, because I still have to checkmate with a pawn I've written down. It's clearly not the F pawn. Okay, he's coming for me. He's coming for me. Let's go in. Let's go in. That seems like an interesting move. Interesting move there. And knight to e4. In we go. And I'm going to try to attack him on f7. So he's getting rid of my knight. Quite a wise choice. But I suppose that gives me the bishop pair. So we can be happy. Bishop to c5. And my knight's quite annoying. I will castle. Let's get the king safe. Move it over there. And now, what to do here? Well, he wants to go b4, so I'll go a5. But if it's the a pawn and he goes there, I'm in trouble. Well, luckily it's not the a pawn, but otherwise I would be in trouble. And now here. So I've only swapped 2 pawns, so it's clearly not the F or the A. Clearly not the F or the A. But there's one move here. I'm a little bit like, oh, that move's a bit annoying. Oh, he's coming in now. He's trying to take my pawn. He's trying to take Harry. Oh dear. He won't take Harry, will he? If I take the knight, he won't take Harry, will he? There's no way he will take Harry. If I go knight takes knight, he will not sacrifice another piece, will he? And play bishop takes h7. He won't do that. There's no way he will do that, is there? He won't do that. He won't be mad enough to go and take Harry and try to force me to resign straight away if I've written down the H-pawn? Would he do that? He wouldn't do that. See, no one so far, everyone's trying to play a normal game chess, but no one is taking pawns at the moment. But my opponent won't start doing that now, will he? There's no way. There's no way he's guessed it's the H-pawn I've written down. He's going to sacrifice a whole bishop for that pawn. No. Bloody hell. Never in doubt. Harry, you live another day. Okay, back we go. Back we go. Oh dear. Oh, the heartbeat went up a little bit. A little bit there. A little bit. Okay, so knight to e4. In we go. Right, so I've now got ideas of swinging queenie in. But let's get the bishop on a nice line here. So remember, I hope my opponent does not resign even if he gets a bad position, because the only way I'm winning so far... Oh, no. Now, if I take there, is he going to take the H-pawn? Well, he didn't do it last time, did he? He did not do it last time. He didn't do it last time. So if I go knight takes c3, he's not gonna do something that crazy, is he? He can't do that. There's no way he can do that, is there? He can't take Harry. He doesn't know it's Harry, does he? It's not Harry. Nice try, but it's not Harry. Phew! Oh, dear. Bloody hell, that was close. This is getting close now. Oh, it's not Harry. It was close. It was close. Oh, he reckons it's Gary. Look, he's going for everything. The lunatic. He really thinks it's Gary. What's wrong with this guy? Oh, he can take that one. He can take it. That was a bit silly. That was a bit silly. Chris, take the G-pawn. No advice. I can't really stop him taking the G-pawn anyway. If I've gone for the G-pawn 3 times in a row, I'd be crazy. I'd be absolutely mad. So remember, that is not the H-pawn now. That is the G-pawn. But these guys are not going to be taken. Well, he's not going to go queen takes G-pawn, is he? That would just be stupid. Because if it's not the G-pawn, he will look like a complete and utter imbecile. So no one would play queen takes pawn here. No one. Definitely G. Definitely G. Sack the queen. Sack it. Go on, sack it. Take it. Take it. Take my pawn. Take it, Chris. Everyone's saying take it. Take it. Yeah. Oh. So the G pawn is going to come back to the G file. Oh, blimey. Blimey. Oh, you survived there. You survived there, my little friend. That was a close call. Okay, right. So the G pawn is back where it belongs. Black where it belongs. I think you've got to be more brutal in your timing out. Gary is looking lonely. Okay, check to the king, sir. Check to the king. It can't be the G pawn 3 times in a row. It obviously can't be the G pawn. It can't be the G. I wouldn't do G pawn 3 times in a row. I mean, come on. I may be foolhardy, but I'm not completely stupid, am I? Doing it 3 times in a row. I mean, it gets a bit predictable, doesn't it? Oh, he's done the G pawn again. Right, let's give him a couple of checks and see where we go. Remember, I can't checkmate him though. I can't checkmate my opponent, so which is a bit annoying because I've got quite a lot of ideas of checkmating him here. He's still trying to take my G pawn. Look at him. Well, he could have taken it before. Could be a critical mistake. Will he get another chance to take the G pawn? You can't take it with a king. You can't take it with a king. Yeah, but I can't do checkmate. The whole point is I can't checkmate unless I checkmate with the pawn I've written down. But I think my opponent's going to run out of time first, so I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to show this. No one is going to win a DVD today. Can you believe it? No one. Not one of you is going to win a DVD. No one is going to win a DVD. And I don't think we're getting extra time added on here, are we? So my opponent is got to move quickly now. He's going to be moving quickly. Now, again, I could checkmate, but I can't checkmate. So I've got to make sure I don't checkmate. So if I end up accidentally checkmating, that'll be quite embarrassing as well. Okay, let's try to pick up some material. A little discovered check there to my opponent's king, and he has resigned. So what pawn did I write down, guys? What pawn did I write down? What did I write down? Come on, D, Charlie. So people are going D. A lot of people are going G pawn. Okay, which one did I go for? G. I couldn't go G 3 times in a row, because if my opponent had just taken that straight away, it would have been game over. Well, this is the only Why do you think I've got a bib, Mr. Dodgy? It's not because I dribble too much. I do dribble a bit, but I'm not a dribbler. I don't just dribble over my beard and, you know, it comes down here, hence why I have to wear a white bib. It's because I've written the pawn down and you guys know I'm not cheating. So, okay, let's go. There it is. Of course, it's the G pawn. 3 times in a row. So, I can't believe you guys... I make it so obvious. I did it 3 times in a row. I wanted to give away some DVDs today, but you just didn't want them. No one wanted a free DVD. Not one of you wanted a free DVD. All you had to do was listen to Aldo. Did you not? Why did I go knight e2 check? The reason in this position I went knight e2 check is because otherwise I'm going to lose my G pawn. Because if I take here, well, of course my opponent gets perpetual check. So that's one thing. But if I do a normal move, let's say I go, I don't know, like rook here, which is pretty normal. I was worried my opponent would just go bishop takes G pawn. I have to resign. So the only way I could throw my opponent off the scent in this game was to play knight e2 check. And then make it look like a blunder going, oh no, I've blundered my knight. And then when my opponent takes the knight, now I take here, and after he goes back here, I go here, and now I go, he wouldn't be stupid enough to take my G pawn, would he? And hope he doesn't take the pawn. And then if he'd have taken the pawn now, I would have resigned straight away, and you would have won a DVD. But such is life. No one won a DVD today. Okay. Right. I'm going to call it a day today. A little sub-Sunday thing going on. I see there's a bit of banning going on here. Why are we banning people today? What's going on today? I obviously understand why the other guy got banned because he was a muppet. But I must have missed that. I always like a good old banning. It's like, you know, it must be like the old days when you put people in the things, what they called, and you throw tomatoes at them. You know, you put them in, lock their head in, and just throw tomatoes at them. I wish we did that nowadays. That'd be so much better. Don't we think we should bring back that law? You know, if someone is, thank you for the cheer out, Bracken Dawson, very kind. Stocks. Shouldn't we bring back stocks nowadays? We should bring back stocks nowadays, definitely. Banned people whining for getting unbanned, thus getting banned. Seems very complicated, whatever that banning rule was. I think we should bring stocks back. That's my personal opinion. And I think anyone who, let's say, harms animals has to go in stocks and have bricks thrown at their heads. I like that rule. I think that any trolling should online. I think just tomatoes for trolling is fine, but you should be able to any trolls. The worst trolls on chess streams should be put in stocks, and they should be live streamed with tomatoes and any other vegetables thrown at them. I think that's a good idea, and they can live stream the trolls getting. That's a really good idea. How can we make this happen? Well, I don't think Boris Johnson's probably in a position to discuss this with me at this moment in time. So, what is all this trolling going on? But anyway, that's what we're going to do. Bring back stocks. Let's do it. Bring back stocks. Okay, so tonight shows on... Oh, right. Chris Baker's saying this event on chess.com is... Let me just check. I think it's tomorrow night, Chris, but I better check, yeah? So how do I do this? I go to clubs. Where's clubs? Let me just check, because as you can see below the video, I thought tomorrow night was the club event against Farnham Chess Club. So my first ever chess club. But I don't know how do. Oh, let's just do it like this, shall we? How do we do this? Let's go.
Sometimes in chess, there are games that are more slicker than greased weasel poo on a doorknob. And this is one of those games.